In 2017, at the Santa Fe Institute, Cormac McCarthy spoke with a colleague about various topics. But what I found most interesting was his analysis on the nature of the unconscious. It's something that I've often thought about, particularly when applied to writing. Why is it do we often visualize a scene in our minds first, and then we put it into words, rather than the other way around? Also, dreams are often more a visual experience than a verbal experience. What is at the core of the unconscious? Cormac gives his thoughts in the following clip. Hope you enjoy.
What is the Kukuli problem and why is it interesting?
Well, that came, I don't know, something I thought about for a long time. How does the, why is the unconscious so reluctant to talk to you in language? And some people wrote in and said, well, of course it's, I didn't say that it didn't. I said it didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was rather strange. Why does it prefer to show you movies and put up pictures, you know? And of course, Kekule's, I guess it's got an accent over the Kekule's issue, was trying to find, I can't remember the chemical problem.
The
benzene ring, yeah. And so he fell asleep in front of the fire, and he had this dream of the Ouroboros, the snake with its tail in its mouth, and he woke up and he said, oh my God, the configuration of the benzene molecule is a ring.
Yeah.
And so the question is, well, if the unconscious figured that out, which it did, why couldn't it just say, Kekule, it's a ring. Oh, okay, got it.
Right.
Why does it? And so one day I was dumping the trash, and I thought, oh, I know the answer to the problem. And the answer to the problem is just simply, language is very recent, 100,000 years maybe. It's an eye blink. But the unconscious has been there instructing you and helping you along for, a million years or more. So it's just not used to it. It's used. They didn't have any language. It had to show you pictures and stuff. Right. And that's the way it's used to informing you. And this new stuff, it's not that sure of.
Yeah.
And so I told George about it, and he, I watched him, and he sort of, and for about 30 seconds, and then he said, and George is very smart.
Yeah.
And he said, that sounds right.
Yeah.
So if George thought it was right, I thought that's probably right.
Yeah.
In conclusion, we survived without language in our early evolution. Language was not essential in hunting and gathering, and up to 100,000 or 200,000 years ago, there was no language. Communication before that time was merely grunts and whistles and body language, but we still had to navigate the world and think ahead and develop hunting and gathering techniques, so visualization was essential. Later, as tribes formed, communication became more necessary and allowed us to advance and pass on stories and ideas, which led to better tools, agriculture, and larger societies. Socialization and language became an essential part in holding societies together. Until next time, this has been The Narrative Art.